times before, I've had a goal or something. I start writing some story. I'm like, great, if I write just like a page a day, then I don't write a page a day. It's like I sabotage myself, I have gotten better, much better than I used to be. And I've got to focus on that. It's discouraging when, I don't know, I was writing my book, I wrote, a story every week or two, and then suddenly 3 months went by without any work done. And this all ties back into feelings of obligation, feelings of guilt. But then, of course, if I'm doing my dreams out of like guilt and obligation, that just screws it up. That's not the approach. It shouldn't be one's reason to do anything. If all possible, somehow your life should be arranged so what you do out of love and joy. There's a couple months left in the Japanese semester. Maybe I'll attend school during that time. Not entirely sure. And my family would like me to come home. I'm afraid that I'll get home and be pressured to have a normal job then. I watched a bit of a movie called The Place Promised in Our Early Days, directed by Makoto Shinkai, one of my favorite directors among Hayao Miyazaki, etc. I watched a bit of it just now. I've seen it several times, but I was moved to tears due to hope for that I may yet make things like this, and guilt that I have not yet made things like this. I mean, it's like an insult to myself if I stray from my dreams. But then again, if I feel guilty about straying a little bit, the guilt just piles on oneself, and that doesn't help. That leads into self-loathing again, doesn't it? And what you need is self-love. I find a way to be free, to solve the food question, as I've termed it before. It is, how would I eat? While just doing things that I love. How would I make enough money or just somehow survive? I don't need to be rich. That's fine. I'm cool. I can live in this little room. This is very low rent. I've been paring down my expenses as much as possible. I don't need to buy crap. I want to buy time. You know what I mean? I want to have time. I want to have freedom. Work as little as possible. But contribute as much as possible to the world. Ways to be free. I talk about if you get like a blog and you build up an audience, and then then you could launch an ebook or something off of that. That could be cool. I worry about building up an audience. Been on YouTube for 3 years, made over 500, was it over 550 videos now? Something like that. probably I just did it wrong. Made my videos too long, too rambly, or didn't interact with the community enough or something. It's entirely possible. I just want to make my dreams into reality. I want to help others do the same. I got a donation recently, actually. The second donation I've ever received. The first one was in 2007. But still, a step up. And actually this one was more money than last time, so hey. I'd really, really love some days just to live entirely off of donations. Not even sell anything per se. Or anything digital. Digital things I'd like to just copy a billion times, send it to anyone who wants one. I want to be a donacent, as I call it. Someone who lives off of donations. I figured out how to do that. The first step, I suppose, is believing in myself. And I am better at that than I used to be. I am indeed. I know I'm a little phased with this deadline sort of idea, I've got only so much time before classes are done, or I run out of money, to live on, and then have to get some sort of normal job. And again, I have to remind myself, even if you did just do it as a temporary thing, whatever, don't internalize suppression. And don't assume it has to come to that normal job in the first place. There's a way to be free. I've got to find it. I'm going to. And I've got to believe in it. Believe in myself, cliche as that sounds.